Hey guys, Jaybird here. So, I'm gonna be honest with you for a second. I actually recorded an episode of this, but when I went to look at the recording, you couldn't hear my voice. It was mute. So I'm like, why is that? I'm like, oh no, I recorded an entire video with no audio. And it turns out that, the other night, I updated my computer, and I think with me doing that, it disabled my microphone. So, with that being said, this is the second time I'm recording this video, and, it's not gonna... The good thing is that I missed some text, like, you know how you're playing it and sometimes you accidentally click too much and you haven't read this thing. I've done that, and I did that when I was recording, so there's gonna be some stuff that I haven't seen. I'm gonna still try to make it as enjoyable as possible. But with that being said, let's get that out of the way. Let's continue this awesome game. Yes, this is my last save from the previous recording. We will get to that point. But yeah, let us do this. Oh, and I know how to pronounce some of the names. From the hallway, I can still hear what's happening on the other side of the door. I can hear the woman I love declaring her love for another man. The students inside the classroom suddenly erupt in various noisy reactions. The combined sound deafens everything else. Even then, there's still a sound I can't ignore. Ugh, my heart is broken, leaving me feeling empty inside. How foolish! I'm no more than a feeble cuckold, resigned to never leave his nest. My soul is sinking further into the drain of desperation while the world keeps spinning. I'm unable to bear the sound of everyone else's happiness. My sanity is blinded by jealousy, which in turn causes me to retreat into loneliness. I'm not even a third of the man I used to be. For what reason should I keep this farce up? I'm sorry, Shiva. Sorry, I keep saying Shiva. I know it's not Shiva, it's Ziva. I'm sorry, Ziva. I would be lying if I said that I didn't like you. Then what's the problem? There is no problem. You're beautiful. Any man's ideal woman. I've dreamt of you many times. Of us being together, going on walks while I hold your hand, even our wedding. I've dreamt of the house we would buy, the 3 kids we would have, the names we would give them. God damn. I think this is the first time he opened his eyes. No wonder why he keeps them shut. Ah! Just kidding. Aussie? But it's impossible now. The truth is, I'm in love with someone else. So, it is true. I had suspected it, but I couldn't believe it. She's here, right? That's right. I'm talking about the new substitute teacher. Everybody's alarm bells go off. In unison, everyone's gaze shoot towards the entrance of the classroom. Standing there is the wide-eyed substitute teacher, ready for her very first class. The tension causes her to drop her books. A soft, stuttering noise is all that her brain can process right now. Regardless, she didn't need to say anything. Not before she got cut off by sudden hysterical applause. Great. How fantastic. I knew beforehand that something like this might happen. The silence is deafening. You can see the pity growing on everyone's faces. It feels as if the Grim Reaper himself has sentenced them all to an ill fate. You had wanted to confess before Aussie did. Both of us knew what he had been planning, and about his unrequited love for the teacher that the rest of this class hadn't even met yet. That's why we had to move on ahead. You out of fear, and I out of despair. My words, parted by the sound of my breathing and accompanied by the sound of my steps, crashed down upon Shiva as I walked to my desk. Although the weight of her actions is crashing down upon her shoulders, Ziva manages to rise up again, purely out of self-pity. Despite knowing that, you still took the risk. I don't understand you. And then, I don't think I ever will. In the end, it seems the two of us had the same goal. I guess we're more alike than I thought. No, we aren't alike. My hand clumsily reaches for something to grasp until I can clutch something. While my face twists into a distorted smile, I convince myself that this time I'll really win and I won't let go. I can prove to you that my love is real. I can show you just how strong my resolve is. Ziva! The scissors! He grabbed the scissors! Don't do this! Don't do this, Sheer? Don't do this, Sheer. We can still talk it over. I still have troubles pronouncing it. Enden, no! No! Taking my own life, I am mercilessly pierced through my chest. I thought I was empty inside. Ugh! But my hands are stained with blood. I guess I can't change how I feel, after all. Dead! Goodbye, Ziva. It's over! Mission accomplished! Enden is dead! Thank you all! I hope you had as much fun as I did! The spectators begin to clap. Due to Shiva's popularity, she receives the most attention. You can only hear them cheer her name. Sorry. Seeing her play that kind of role is something new and bold. Something that the audience excitedly welcomes. It was just a prank! It was all an act! A job well done. There's no better way to start the day, right, compañero? Aussie helps me get up. Then I shake off the ketchup on my clothes. My shirt is a complete wreck, but what could I do? It was a small price to pay in exchange for some laughs. We aren't known as the class clowns for nothing. We eat pranks like this for breakfast. You weren't yourself. You were beating around the bush too much. What the hell was that about? With the wedding and the kids? Believe me, bud. It's not every day that you get a confession from Ziva, even if it was just acting. It's totally normal to start picturing things like a wedding and our four future children together. Wasn't it 3? A lot of things have happened since then, compañero. Ignoring my friend's reproductive capacity in his dream world, I tried to get the class's attention. The show may be over, but the MC still has something left to say. Please listen. I have something to announce. Be quiet until I'm finished. Ladies and gentlemen, and Aussie. How am I not a gentleman? Thank you for coming to our little production. I do hope all of you enjoyed it. But we mustn't forget to whom we dedicated this practical joke, someone who also had a small role to play. A round of applause for our already beloved substitute teacher. Please, come up to the stage and introduce yourself. We don't even know your name yet. The target of all the shouts and whistles, our victim, stands petrified against the wall, even paler than before. At first she appears frightened, then she frowns until finally she scowls and begins puffing out air out of her nose like an enraged bull. What other reaction could we expect from our little prank? I think... Yep, okay, this is where I left off last time. So guys, if you enjoyed that, please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with your family, your friends, your teachers, whatever. Do whatever. Try this prank out for yourself. I dare you. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!